Hello, friend, and welcome back once again to Gary Grigsby's War in the East. Let's continue where we left off, and the only thing I need to do is send these guys and also the Italians, so let's work on it. No, I don't want them there. Let's send at least 2 guys up. I think. And I'll send a third over to the center. Together with the armored unit. Where'd it go? There's no info on 23rd Panzer. Well. But the Moscow Luftwaffe Jäger Regiment, I guess, also should be going up here. It's not exactly the way it should be sent. There we go. And alright. Italian Alpine divisions definitely going towards the south, but I might not have that much real capacity in that area. Oh. Huh? Really? I send a static unit? Okay, I'll put those guys somewhere else on the next turn, because only then can I send them. And that's it. Bam. Now it's waiting time, as we'll be moving into the 15th of March. So very little time to go. During these winters, finally, we're very close. I've been waiting so long. It really took a very, very long time. But I made it through. Not entirely unscathed, but reasonably well. Could have been better, but I don't have that much to complain. They did push me back quite a bit here, though. I was really on the doorsteps of Moscow. But it was somewhat to be expected. And interesting here. So that's purely in the south, with my fighter forces already sending out. I have to check out those air directives. The difference in, yeah, they're not getting through it. There's even an X up here. There's 3 strength. So as usual, we'll run the gauntlet in the north, where nothing ever happens. Even something like a 25, they'll just not break it. And well, with equal numbers, they'd have a way to go, especially against Rendulic. Rendulic, he's really gonna make all these rolls. He's that powerful. I'd be really shocked if he fails one of his rolls. But I guess it could happen. Technically. One thing that's probably interesting to do is to try and use the 3rd Panzer Army, if I get some reinforcements, to go for a sweep south of Moscow. Certainly not trying to assault Moscow directly. I really need them to thin out their forces a bit more. Lots of howitzer regiments there. Wow. Oof. Well, that's actually pretty rough. Did I cross the river? I can hardly imagine. I don't think so. That's not good, though. If they get a foothold across the river like that... It's nearly the end, but still. Now really going after that air landing division. This is interesting too, if they put so much emphasis on attacking there. Certainly not going to break these guys at 2. I mean, these guys were at 0, so it makes a lot more sense that they actually beat them. At the very least, it seems to be there's 1 cavalry, which should be relatively easy, but if they have 2 rifle divisions, it might still be troublesome to beat them from there. At least this is level 1 now. It should be a little bit easier to defend there, or to get higher fort levels with only cold instead of the snowstorms here, blizzard. Alright. Some interesting fights. I'll have to see how poorly these guys are doing. Probably pretty bad. but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. At least they help. But if they pass through there, it might still become a problem. Not that I care that much about this area, but I don't like giving up more cities or more territory there. At least it's holding up a few units. Nope. Hold, please. Thank you. These guys are really beaten to a pulp, but even now they're still holding. Yeah, they'll hold. Only 8,000. Nope. 8,000 left. Don't like that. Don't see this anymore down there. Wonder if it'll ever come back. Maybe. It's kind of weird that it's gone now. But I've been pressing all sorts of buttons accidentally, so. Good. And good. That firing range remains pretty high, so that's not too bad. Oh wow. They actually held out. That first time at least. Even a second time. Nope. Nope. Uh-uh. Oh, wow. Really? That's unexpected. So going all the way down to 1 here. Ugh. Never happy when they actually get units in there. Held, good. And held a second time. Seems like they took a lot of units from here to attack there. And held. Good. Yeah, they can attack there all they want. They accomplished nothing. Even against the Italians. And like I said, because this is suddenly gone, maybe if I click it again, it will come back. No? Alright. I'm sure it's not actually stuck. I'll just have to wait for a while. That's okay. There we go. Alright, there are actually quite a few hexes where they broke through. Not necessarily happy there. But like I said, it's nearly the end. It's 2 or 3 more turns. There's March 22nd, March 29th at least. And then afterwards, I think... Yeah, I'm not sure when those penalties end. Like, if they already end when it shows April 6th here. Or only the turn after. I hope when it already shows April 6th at this at the logistics phase at that point. But it's hard to say. Actually quite curious whether this is frozen. It should be. I can hardly imagine it not being frozen. Indeed. Alright. Let's take a look here. Partisans. I'm just gonna go through the air execution phase. Still nothing I want to do, and I'll do more reorganization on the next turn, I suppose. Probably for the better like that. And bam. Alright. Let's take a look at the weather first. So weather ground is not going to change. Weather air is going to change, so supposedly there's no more of that stuff, just snowfall and cold. Yeah. Alright, let's once again start with the rail lines. Okay. I think already next turn I should be having that. Oh, actually, maybe now. Yes, I do. Let's take a look. Ah, sweet. That's real nice. So now they can move back and work their way. I think I'm going to get them up to Kerch first, and only then am I going to get that rail down to Sevastopol. Sweet. Okay, so I think there are two things that I can do here. I can either work my way down, or I could move to Krivoy Rog first and then down. I think I'll take the latter option. It's still tougher here. I can only do 2 pieces a turn. 3 more hexes. Maybe I'll be able to finish it on the next one. So how is the rail? I might as well get to Novgorod on this one. And then start working on the rail to Stary-Russa. And then from Stary-Russa to Pskov. Because going in here now, not necessarily the most useful. So let's do that, and that's it for rail. Alright. Let's work on Romanians. And down. Let's get them on into 6th. And that can take more, so why not? So, with all of that done, I mean, there are plenty of supply hexes there for now. Should be fine. There we go, 2. And not sure. If there are more Romanians coming. I mean, this now is a fine option. Down there. I think I'll send them there too, indeed. Now, a lot of rain immediately turning into heavy mud. But these guys should be transferable. So let's take a look. So Balkans 102, 105, 117, 101. Finland is 100, 106, 99. Alright, let's just send them to Western Europe. For now, it'll be fine. Another thing that I want to take a look at currently is the reinforcement. So for this turn, what do we get? Replacement Panzer Battalion in the Balkans. Romanian Infantry Division arrived at the map. 20th Panzer in Western Europe. More in Western Europe. 206th Panzer Battalion in Balkans, 2 security divisions in Italy, and we got 305th Infantry Division, 305th, yeah, arriving on the map. Where is that? Here. Alright. That's fair. Okay. Well. One problem here is... yeah, let's do that. Get them to surrender from that hex. Them to surrender from that hex. And them to surrender from that hex. Sweet. Okay. They seem to have built new defenses. Makes sense. Luckily, they only have these guys on there. And if we take a look, there is river on the east, northwest, and northeast. So the river runs here, 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 here. I need to beat them back. It's cavalry, but still. That gets it to 4. That's 5. That also wouldn't be able to attack. 8, 8. How are most of these Italians doing? 45, 66, 39, 79, 38. So pretty bad. For all intents and purposes, they need to be withdrawn. Though, I'll say they've served their purpose quite well. And of course, at this point, we do have this one mountain unit, which is on the OKH. For the moment, I'd say it's fine. That's 62. Yep. I've served the purpose quite well though. Let's see, because they are super fatigued, but doesn't show anything about their morale, etc. No, I don't have any Italian HQs here or anything, right? I wonder actually when I'm gonna get those, because at some point, yeah, it's just this is in Italy. But at some point, yeah, we're getting 12th of April, 5th Italian Army. No, it's also in Italy. May 3rd. to Italy as well. Italy. There we go, 21st of June. A lot of stuff. But that's when it arrives. Okay. That takes very long. At any rate, this is the only real unit that can keep moving. I can only move up there, interestingly enough. But let's have these there. Switch them up because it's harder for them to attack down there. And then at the very least I need both of those on refit, but alright, there we go. This is pretty weak, but at least I got rid of that. If we take a look at this, we can see total men. Of course, this doesn't count this turn, but it does show that this turn is the first turn that the Soviets are actually having less men instead of more men, all the way from October. There has not been a single turn where the number of units they had went down. So that's kind of harsh. But there's nothing to be done about it. I'll have to do a bit of reorganization. 29th for you. Oh, crud. It was not the Mountain Corps. Yeah. That sucks. Aren't these guys doing slightly better? Very slowly. These guys are also not that well recovered. Let's send at least one to Belgorod. Means I can have a second one at Kursk. Let's just at least stick to one thing at a time. Actually. Okay. We got it. What I'm gonna do here. There we go. This shortens the line a bit, and I really like that. Now it's hard to see here, but this hex also has a river to the northwest. So basically it's protected from here as well. It doesn't matter that much, but the fact that I do have this ring around Rostov, I think gives me reasonable amount of security. It also means that I can now just refit them in Rostov there, which is pretty good. Let's see, because you need to be put under the 11th. Let's get these to arrive too. They don't need to refit. And this entire area is pretty packed now. With the Italian troops. Oh, that's okay. So the thing here is that adding another reinforcement allows me to take some of that motorized of the pressure from the motorized unit off, which I think also will be really good. Unfortunately, of course, I still have those units recovering. Says not great. Maybe they'll hold out, maybe they won't. Yeah, that's fine. I could probably get all of these out once this is just a little bit better reorganized. And I don't need the Italians for the moment. Nor do I need those Romanians. This is also pretty weak. That cannot do a hard attack. Whee! Okay. Now are they 44? Well, let's pull them back. So at least for another turn I've been able to keep them at bay. I'm actually surprised that the 11th Army... Yeah, but you get stuff like this, like... There's so many units that are really weak there. But... they'll surely go and attack there again. They seem to be doing that quite often. Better off getting that unit right up there. Alright. So that takes care of the south. I'm preparing a strike force to cross the Kerch Strait for after the weather gets a little bit better. Still have 16th Panzer. What I can do is move them in here, do a double attack, and then we'll lose 500 Panzers, and then plug the gap. Not exactly a great prospect. Find that very interesting. Just like this. I mean, if they're gonna continue to allow me to do this, I will. I mean, these losses are just so good for me that yeah, I'm not gonna reject that. And I mean, these pieces of territory don't mean anything. I would even say they mean nothing at all. But yeah, I'm gonna have to give that up too. To be honest, I'd rather pull back slightly further than along that line. I don't really care for this either. It's tough because I'm gonna need to get some form of a straight line out there with relatively little forces. I'm gonna have to either give there or there. I mean, not retreat, but I'm gonna have to beat them. I'm just curious as to how I might potentially do that. These guys still don't have any reinforcements. Alright, well, for now I'm gonna end the video here. So I want to thank you all for watching. Do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. We'll just take a quick peek at the losses screen though. For the Soviets, getting close to 5 million now. On our side, it's now over 1 million. They lost quite a lot of AFVs too. And guns. If we're looking at the order of battle, they're getting close to 4 million men on the ground now. It would be very nice to keep them below that. But yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Yeah. Anyway, see you next time. Bye-bye.